Hello, I am Clara, and welcome to the latest market analysis on Agiastromonigro. Today, we delve into the key domestic and international developments shaping the Malaysian palm oil market, with a special emphasis on the unfolding news landscape in Singapore and Malaysia. Market dynamics, bearish pressure from weak exports, and high stocks. The Malaysian palm oil futures market on the Bursa Malaysia Derivatives Exchange has recently been trading under significant bearish pressure. We have seen the benchmark January contract track the weaker sentiment echoing from rival edible oils and the crude oil markets. Prices have been hovering near a 4 to 5 month low, threatening to breach the key psychological level of 4,000 ringgit per metric ton, although a little opportunistic bargain hunting has managed to provide some mild, temporary support. The main factor driving this downward spiral is the disappointing export demand. Reports from cargo surveyors estimate that Malaysian palm oil shipments for the first 20 to 25 days of November have suffered a significant month-on-month contraction, falling sharply in the range of 14.1 to 20.5%. This sluggish appetite from overseas buyers is partially exacerbated by a stronger Malaysian ringgit, which essentially makes the dollar-priced commodity more expensive for international purchasers. Consequently, we have observed a notable decline in sales to vital markets, particularly across Africa and the European Union. Compounding the problem is the burdensome supply side. The latest industry data for October revealed that Malaysian crude palm oil, or CPO, output surged by more than 11%, reaching its highest production level since August 2015. This production glut has directly led to palm oil stocks climbing to a 6.5-year high, creating a persistent and heavy supply overhang that is currently dominating the market's fundamental outlook. Regional trend, the strategic AI data center pivot. Shifting our focus to the regional strategy, a fascinating and economically significant trend is emerging in Malaysia, largely spurred by the demand spillover from Singapore. Malaysia's major palm oil conglomerates are embarking on a massive strategic land use pivot. They are actively allocating vast tracts of their plantation land for the development of high-tech industrial parks, primarily intended to house energy-intensive AI data centers and large-scale solar farms. This dramatic shift is being pulled by the highly lucrative prospects of the US $34 billion data center investment boom that is currently flooding into Malaysia. This pivot is most visible in the southern state of Johor, strategically located directly across the causeway from Singapore. Johor is rapidly transforming into a regional data center powerhouse, attracting major global players. We are seeing companies like Singapore Telecommunications Limited, NVIDIA, and ByteDance all establishing significant facilities there. The fundamental driver is simple economics, profitability. Industry experts suggest that the profits generated from large-scale solar operations can be more than 50 times the average profit derived from traditional palm oil cultivation, offering a substantially higher value, long-term use for these extensive land holdings. However, this rapid technological growth is not without its environmental and resource challenges. The state of Johor is already beginning to tighten its approval process for new data centers, particularly for the lower-tier facilities, specifically to curb their excessively heavy water consumption, which is placing a severe strain on local water supplies and raising serious environmental concerns. Domestic policy and future outlook. Finally, let us review the domestic policy landscape and the future outlook from Malaysia. The Malaysian Palm Oil Board, or MPOB, currently forecasts that the country's CPO production is likely to surpass 19.5 million tonnes this year, an increase from 19.3 million tonnes in the previous year, despite facing continuous agronomic challenges like pests and diseases. The Plantation and Commodities Ministry has forcefully re-emphasized Malaysia's unwavering commitment to prioritizing higher palm oil yields through sustainable methods, which crucially includes dedicated efforts to achieve recognition as a low-risk producer under the European Union's challenging new deforestation regulations. In conclusion, the near-term Malaysian palm oil market is presently struggling under the combined weight of high inventory levels and weak international export demand. Simultaneously, the large plantation companies are strategically reshaping their long-term business models by decisively pivoting their valuable plantation land towards the booming AI-driven data center industry, a move intricately linked to the surging technological demand dynamics flowing from Singapore. This is Clara, signing off from Agiastromonigro. Thank you for watching.
सोनाक्षी की रसोई में आज की स्पेशल गेस्ट है मौसमी चैटर्जी जी।
ये जी नहीं, मौसमी आंटी।
ओके आंटी मौसमी, तो आज आप क्या बनाएंगी?
मैं क्यों बनाऊं? मैं तो गेस्ट हूँ, आप बनाओ हम खाएंगे। एक्टिंग में तो हिट हो, अब खाना बनाओ सुपर हिट।
ठाट से बनाऊंगी खाना, है ना द बेस्ट एवरीडे मसाला। आओ बनाते हैं मसालेदार छोले।
छोले
हर रोज के करी में एवरीडे मसाले, शाही बिरयानी में स्वाद का जायका।
পটল পোস্ত আর সর্ষে ইলিশ ভাপা।
Everyday, 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 everyday spices.
साफ मसाले, खुशबू और प्योर झांझ, टेस्ट से भर दे हर जुबान पे स्वाद।
एवरीडे मसाले, देश का स्वाद।
Everyday.